Hi everyone, thanks for watching. I really appreciate it. Good to see you again. Today I'm really proud to show you this house. It's a traditional European shop house wrapped in this beautiful cardboard packet. Let me open it up and show it to you. I open it up here and here. Then I open it up on the sides here and here. And then this comes down, doors come out, and here you have it. Isn't this beautiful? In the old days, people had their shops down here on the ground level. Then they had their living rooms on the first floor. Then their bedrooms on the second floor. Such a cozy, nice way of living and running your shop and your business. I'm going to show you this, how to make this house out of a box. Then later I'm going to show you room by room how I decorate the interiors. But that's separate videos. Okay, let's get started. I put this over here. The first thing you're gonna need is a box. Here I have a box that is very slim. Can you see that it's slim on this side? Kind of normal box from this side, but very slim. Now, of course, you can use all kinds of boxes, so you don't have to find a box exactly like mine. So I'm just going to show you how to make the house, and you can of course adapt that to the box that you have. Other things you're going to need is glue, of course, a bit of tape, some paper clips, a cutting knife. Really good if you have a big one and a small one. Otherwise you can manage with a normal one. Pencil and marker to make some marks with. A ruler big enough for the size of your box. A little bit of sort of extra little cardboard of some sort, you know, for little details. Brown paper or gray paper if you have, that's always good to have. And finally some extra pieces of cardboard for floors and staircases and stuff like that. Okay, are you ready? Looking forward to this one. Yeah, let's get started. We start by cutting away this top flap up here, shaping the roof. I'm gonna take this away like this, and then we shape the roof. This we're gonna need for later, so we keep that. Then we also cut away the next bit. You see, these two we are gonna need quite soon, so we'll keep them over here. Now our box looks like this. Then we need to shape the roof. I measure 29 cm from the bottom, 29.5 actually. I make a mark, and the same thing on the other side. Of course, your box will be a different size, so you have to figure out what's your measurement, but I'm just showing you. So I draw a straight line here, over there, and the same on this side, like that. From here and here we go towards the middle. There's a center line here. We use the ruler, draw this line from this mark over to the center. Same on the other side. See, now we have the shape of the roof. So these triangles now need to be cut away. Okay, we are this far, then we cut down this way. Right, see, now it starts to look like a house. So we're going to fold this down, but we don't want to fold these flaps. We only want to fold the sides of the box. So now we have to cut down to this mark here, there, and here. Now we can fold down according to these lines here. Perfect, like this. And then we glue on the top here. Be quite generous with your glue because this cardboard absorbs the glue a lot, so you want quite a bit of glue to make sure it's enough. Also, keep some bits of tapes ready. Once you push it down and glue, you tape it and make sure that it's flush along here. Okay, now we need to complete the roof with this little bit on top. That's when I take up my extra cardboard sheet. First I need to measure the width of the roof, and it's 10 cm. So I measure here 10 cm, 10 cm. I draw a line. I know it's gonna be about this long, get a little bit longer than I gonna need. When I fold it, now I'm going from here, fold it on top here. Oh, nice. I can see that I need to go down to here. I make a mark, then I cut off the excess there. Okay, now I'll glue this on, tape a bit, then when it's dry, it will look like this. This one I glued earlier, so I've glued here and here, put on a bit of tape to stick everything down, and now I'm ready to continue with my house. I'm now going to quickly cut some bits that we are going to need. 10 cm wide as the roof, and I'm making 2 pieces, 1 for each side. Then I cut it, and now an interesting process of folding them and sticking them on. First we need to take the tape off. Look at this now. It goes from here out to about here. Then we make a fold. And cardboard, you know, corrugated cardboard is such that once you make a fold, it's quite easy. It goes straight all the way. So it goes down to here. And then we make another little fold that is about this big, like this. And then as you can see, this one is now going to go in again. So I'm gonna make a cut, and then see roughly it needs to be cut a little bit smaller, but not too much. Testing it again, getting better, but I need to cut a little bit more. See, this is how you adjust. Whenever you work in cardboard, you keep on adjusting, and then cutting it down until it's the right size for you. Oh, hey! Oh, that's a nice size. So I'll glue that on. Quite a bit of glue on the rooftop here. Then a bit of glue on the end here that is going to meet the side of the house. Then I make sure that I have some tape ready so that I can quickly stick it on. Yeah. That looks good. Sticking it on here, making sure it's straight up here too. On the other side, this bit here, making sure this works there. And then on the other side, one more. Then I trim off the excess here. Then I do the same thing on the other side. And of course, I need to wipe up any excess glue. Then we are ready to add in the floors. These 2 flaps that you cut off earlier is going to be very handy. Yes, they're going to be floors. The first one I will put on this shelf, a natural shelf of cardboard here. It's a little bit tight, something I'm going to trim off a tiny bit, just a tiny bit. Good one. Then I need to cut off a little bit on the on this side as well, to make sure the floor doesn't stick out too much, so that later I can close the doors. Oh yes, perfect. The other one is going to be all the way up here next to the natural shelf of cardboard up here. So lengthwise it's perfect, but I need to cut the width. So making a mark there, that's my mark, drawing a line and cutting. Just nice. Now, before I stick it in, I'm going to cut the holes for the staircase. Both of them are going to have holes. The hole is 5 cm from this side, 8 cm long, half a cm from the edge, and another 5 cm wide. Marked it here. Then I draw the little square or a rectangle, as it were, like this and this. Now, that is the opening for the staircase. So it's the same for both sides. Now I duplicate this one onto this one. Then I cut them out. Okay, let's glue them in. A bit of glue on this edge along here, and in it goes. There, good for the time being. Then I put glue on the edge here, straight out this way and this way. In it goes. Oops, sorry, wrong way. Yes, this way actually. I'm back on track. Don't worry, don't call the fire department. Here's a little trick for you. You can turn it this way, put something underneath here so that it is balanced and equal. Put something heavy on top, whatever you have that is a little bit heavy, and then adjust this, making sure that it's straight. Squeeze it into the edge there. Does it look straight to you? It looks quite straight to me. Then you let it dry. See you later. And here is one that I made earlier. See, now it's all dry and nice. Check it out. And also I have made a nice round window on the back. You can see it more clearly. Here's the window. I just made a circle with pencil and then carefully cut it out so that we get a nice sort of bedroom window inside there. Next, we are going to add in the walls inside the house. For that, I'm going to need, I'm going to cut a little bit of cardboard. Let's measure first. I'll just make a mark just accurately below the floor. I cut that. Let's draw a line first to make sure it's absolutely straight. I cut. So now I have one fitting perfectly inside there. See this thing sticking out? It's too long. I have to make a little mark there. Then I draw my straight line there too. It's 10, yeah. Line across, so we got this one. I cut away this bit and I check it out again. Nice wall! I make another one. This time I need to measure the size up here. Just below the wall, the floor there. Okay, cut again. It's a little tight. You see, when I stuff it in now, this floor is lifting a bit. That's not so good. So I'm gonna trim it a tiny bit. See, now that's how wide the wall is gonna be. So I make a mark here, the width of the wall. Watch your fingers. See, now I got two perfect walls in the house. I just take them out and I'm gonna cut the doors. Now the doors are going to be in the middle. They're about 10 cm tall. So I make a little mark here. And they should be just in the middle. So let's say they're about 4 cm wide. Straight down. Straight down. Then I draw the same thing on this side and cut it out. And I end up with these two boys. Look at that. So we have the doors. I'll put on glue on the top and one side and the bottom, but not on the other side because that's turning outwards. Now make sure it's straight, the walls are straight, because when the wall is straight it can carry more weight. Doesn't really matter where you put the wall. I could have put it in the middle, but I think it kind of looks more interesting a bit on the side. That means you got a bigger room here and a smaller room here. That side, bit of glue underneath. I'm gonna stick it in here directly above the other one, because when two walls are directly above each other they can take more weight and the house is generally much stronger. The walls are in. Now I want to decorate the top. Can you see that this is looking a bit messy up here? It doesn't look too good. I want to do something about it, and I can do that with these two bits. You see, I just cut a bit here, made a fold up on top and a little triangle. Put that on here, triangle in front, and you have a nice, beautiful sort of architectural detail there on top. Oh, I can't wait to move in. It's gonna be so nice to live. Okay, I'm gonna use a little bit of tape there to make sure this sticks. One here. I think I'll put on 2 bits of tape to make sure that it's sitting on there well. Bit of glue on here. Then I stick on the triangular piece on top. Maybe I should add a bit of tape here too. Then of course when it's dry I take off the tape. Next we'll add the windows. The windows are on both sides of the house, on each floor. I can sketch a bit here. So the window will be in the middle, roughly about this big and roughly about this big. So now I can make a more accurate drawing before I cut. As you can see, it will fit perfectly on this room and this room. Make sure the line is straight there. And across. Let me show you how I cut. Yes. Oh yes. Ah. Whee! Did you see that? Flying window. So now imagine that I've cut out 4 windows, the same on this side. I don't have to repeat that, right? You're clever enough to understand 4 windows. So we got 4 windows. Then we get on with the chimney. Of course, we want to have Santa for Christmas, so we want the chimney. Well, let me show you how you do that. You take a piece like this, a little piece of cardboard, and then you fold it like this. Again, like that. Again, like, come on, like this. So it forms a square, right? You cut off this bit, so now we have a nice square. Then you glue it. You also need to have some tape ready, so that as soon as it's glued, stick on the tape, and then you wait for this to dry. When it is dry, you cut it at an angle like this. At an angle. Then you test it on the house. Oh, nice. You see, when you cut it and put it against the side of the house, it's supposed to stand up straight like mine is doing right now. So that was quite nice. Of course, we have to take off the tape. Then you cut a little strip like this, and then you fold it around like this and like that. Make a little mark here, cut that off, glue it to the side of the chimney. That is to make a nice sort of thick, solid top of the chimney. Then you can take a piece of tape and then wait for it to dry. When it's dry, you put the glue on here and stick it on the house. Oh, make sure that the tape is gone. Stick it on wherever you like, basically. And if you're lucky, the glue sets right away, so you don't have to tape anything. You know what, boys and girls? Grandma, your dog, and the guy down the street. I have a house here that is all glued and dry and ready to continue building. Would you like to continue building? Yes, I hear you say. Let's get going. See, here is a staircase that I made out of one long strip and then steps onto that strip. See how nice it fits in. You see, you take the staircase and you just attach it to the hole that you made earlier, and then you make 2 of them, 1 for each floor. I bet you are really curious to see how I make this one. Okay, let me show you. Let's say you take, 2 strips, 1 for the fundament, and this one you just cut across like this, and then first figure out how long it should be. So try to measure inside, how long this will be, what kind of angle you want on it. When you have made up your mind, you cut it off like this, and then let me show how to glue it. You start with glue, you glue it on like this. Okay, hang on a second, I'll just let it rest like this. Glue under here and on the edge. Then you go like this. Now it stays there. Okay, next one, you put a little bit of glue. The next one, put glue here, and on it goes. Now, it does help to give it a break sometimes for the glue to settle, but as you build it up, gradually you build up to one of these. Keep on building until you got one of these. And then you're ready to put it into the house. Here you can also stick a bit of glue on the edge there for the staircase, also on the down there if you like to. I'm not going to do that now. I'm just going to put them in to show you, but you can do that later. And then the other one goes here. Well, this one is incomplete. So, the people, they go in here, up the staircase, round, up there, up onto the bedroom level. As you can see here, we got windows at the side, so now this really start to look like a nice house, doesn't it? Let me show you how we treat the doors that is going to close the house up. So as you can see, when you close, it fits perfectly between the top of the triangle on top and this flap down here. Now, if there are some overlap up here, you just cut and adjust. It's very simple. Now I'm going to show you how to make these flaps sticking out too much, how to fold them in and make a nice sort of sealed thing up here. We need to know where to fold. So we make a line here and a line here. Then we use our ruler and we make a fold. Yeah. Let's see if this one fits. We close the flap and fold it over. Oh yeah, nice. See that? Okay, so we do the same thing with the other one. Then we're gonna make holes and put on some buttons here so this sort of clips onto the buttons. We will just do a little hole here or a little circle here. Same on this side, and then we cut that out. Oh, yes, nice little hole. Then we need to close the flaps again. Where there's a hole now, you draw a line inside, a circle inside. That's where we will put the buttons. How we make the buttons is some sheets of solid cardboard. Sheets of solid cardboard draw through here, so we get the exact size of the button should be, and we cut it out. Okay, so I've pre-cut some cardboard buttons here. See, here is one. Here I have glued 2 together, and then 2 together here. No, actually these are 4 together, and then 6 together. So what I can do now, I can glue all this together to make a very solid little button. Here I have another one, so we have 2, 1 for each side. Let's see if they fit the hole. And let's see here now. Yeah, we can press it through a bit. Let's press it through again. Perfect. I think I'm going to glue that on right here. Then I glue on the other side, and now this needs to dry. Next, I will do the flap over here. This one closes up like this and then seals it up like a nice packet. So I need to make these 2 bits like this that I glue on to the side, so that I can put buttons here too. But let me show you how to make them. You need a bit of cardboard. Let me see what I have over here. Like this. Okay, let's make 2 of these. Cut them out. Maybe it's good to cut out the circle in the middle first. There. Now, of course, you cut out 2, and then you need to glue on a tiny little bit like this. I will show you why later, but you find a piece of cardboard, cut a little strip, and then glue it onto here. And at the same time, I put a bit of glue all around the side and inside here, because these edges can be quite fragile if they're just loose and cardboard like this. The glue really makes these edges very strong, so that the mechanism of this lock will be much more durable. When this thing dries, it will be more like this. Quite strong, lots of glue. We have 2 of these, and let me show you how to fit them on. You see, the reason why we added those little bits is that when you glue them on here, if they didn't have the bits, they would not be able to go close to the wall of the house. See, there will be a little gap there. But if we add this, it's perfect. Then you can lock it. Let's glue them on like this. And then, to make them stronger, I'm gonna use paper to strengthen it, because then it looks a lot nicer. I cut a 2 small sheets like this. I make a fold. I put glue inside one fold, and then I wrap it around like that. Then I take glue on the outside of this other fold, stick it right here, so that I strengthen the joint between this bit and this bit. Then I do that on both sides. When it's dry, we can close and then make a mark inside the circle here. Then we make those buttons. Remember those little cardboard buttons that we made earlier. We stick here, make sure that the size of the button fits the size of the hole roughly, quite nice and tight. You glue it onto here, then you are ready to close it up. Now let me bring in the finished house that I showed you earlier. This is your house that you are going to interior decorate. Here is kind of the front area of the house with a little garden or the street. And then when you are finished playing with it, you close it up like that. You pop on the button here, pop on the button here. Then you close the side like this. It's a nicely wrapped up cardboard shop house. Subscribe to my channel and I will show you and I will let you know when the videos are coming and that I'm gonna decorate each room in different colors and different beautiful furnitures and little figures and all kinds of fun stuff that you can play with. Okay, shalabajsare alle sammen. See you soon.